He will do anything.
The outcry. For every soldier on the battlefront line, there is a sender who sends supplies. Failure in supply leads to loss of lives and ultimately the battle. Moses lifted up the rod of God on the mountaintop. Joshua and the army of the Lord God of Israel were fighting in the valley. When Moses' hand goes down on the mountain, death and other casualties are inevitable in the valley. Brethren, we are the senders. We are the senders. We are the Moses lifting up the rod of God in the realm of the Spirit, while these missionaries are the foot soldiers. If we go weary, they die in the battlefield. It's as straightforward as that. Let me ask you again. What happens to the soldiers in the valley when Moses' hand goes down? Very good. People are dying in the valley. I mean fathers. Fathers are dying, which means increase in number of widows and fatherless children. It's as bad as that. Know today, all our actions are consequential. No wonder we hear of missionaries who have labored over the land for more than a decade, yet no single fruit, no soul won. Don't you ever think they were not spiritual enough? Even the mighty Joshua needed a Moses on the mountaintop. What do you think will happen when over 90% of your prayers are not intercession based? What do you think will happen when the frontline missionaries on the mission field is the pastor, is at the same time the doctor, the nurse, the accountant, the counselor, even the teacher? Simply because the senders are not sending. They are not sending the resources needed for these foot soldiers, the missionaries, to be effective. How many frontline soldiers, the missionaries, have died? Attacked with terrible disease and sickness on the account of your weariness and slothful attitude. Why? Why will God see you and yet still be searching for vessels to use? Why will nothing in you be relevant to God anymore? Why have you cumbered your life with issues, matters that keeps puncturing burdens for the lost away from your soul? Why? Since you left campus, you can barely point to a soul you are currently discipling. I'm certain that you are not ignorant of the fact that God is not interested in leaves and flowers, but fruits. For in this, God is glorified when you bear fruits that abide. To be reusable, you must be found consistent before the Lord and men. It does not take the age of a Methuselah to create impact. Stop counting age, rather count fruits. Brother, sister, we are senders. We lift these missionaries up before the Lord in our prayers. We must lift them up with our finance. They are on the king's business and it requires haste. Brother, you are good at procrastinating divine instruction. Your obedience is not prompt, it's not instant. And as a result of that attitude, you are making God to appear as a liar to those whom He has promised answered prayers, and those answers are tied to your own obedience. Sister, as for you, you always have ways of explaining your passive and inactive response to confronting needs from these our foot soldiers, the missionaries. One day you will give full account. As senders, we must not fail. Adopt a people group, a missionary family. Adopt missionary children for prayers and financial support. Adopt them. Place them on your altars every morning before Elohim. Command the heavens to open over them. Pray down the mighty hand of Jehovah over their labors. Place demand on heavens for their sake. Why have you chosen to only be useful once and not reusable? Why? God is hearing you when you say, no one seems to understand me. No one understands what I'm passing through. But excuse me, everyone has a challenge. Everyone has challenges. Everyone. So life is full of challenges. And challenges are common and constant factor. After all, people like Fanny Crosby was blind but wrote over 15,000 hymns, and those hymns till date we still sing them. Yet she was a beautiful young lady. This is a wake-up call to you and to me. Don't just be useful at once, be reusable over and over again.
Forever we're in love.